Again, Pablo Malco, My Life Unedited, with another daily reminder. Today's topic is, why do people cheat? I'd like to bring some things to your attention that possibly there is to consider when dealing with the cheater. Maybe you're the cheater, maybe you're being cheated on. Either way, I have a couple of views that you might want to take a look at and evaluate and see if this may be the case in your situation. Or hopefully I can provide some clarity, and hopefully I can provide some suggestions that help you deal with the situation. Why do people cheat? Well, a lot of the times when you're the one being cheated on, we take this to heart and we feel like it's our fault. We're the bad people. We're insufficient. Um, they got with somebody hotter or smarter or freakier, or, our mind goes to all these places. The thing that we don't consider as much is, why did that person cheat? And what is it about them that would allow them to cheat on me? So, a few things to ask yourself. Okay, could that person love me and still cheat on me? A lot of times that's a very perplexing concept, but actually it's very true. It happens all the time. People will love you, and at the same time, they will do things to hurt you. And you won't know how much they love you until it comes time to leave them, to separate, or until you do something to them, which I'm not suggesting. I'm just saying that's when you start to see their reaction to certain behavior. Now, in some cases, rebelling or challenging or contesting a relationship can be dangerous to some people. Some people are in abusive relationships and they don't know how to get out of them, and or they have no other choice, or they think they have no other choice, is the truth. But so often, the person that's doing the cheating is dealing with some issues that they don't even know they're dealing with. So maybe they watched their dad cheat on their mom their whole life or as a child. Or maybe they saw their mom cheating on their dad as a child. Maybe they were cheated on and they said to themselves one day, I will never trust somebody that much again. I will always do my thing. I've had people actually tell me that directly to my face. Maybe they think the person they're with is cheating, so they think in order to get them back, they're going to go cheat. Okay? Instead of going to the person and trying to deal with it. Now, people lie, and you may not always get the answer, but if you really have a connection with somebody, or if you really have a relationship with somebody that's true and genuine, a lot of times you know when something's wrong with them. I mean, some people are good liars and good cheaters, and some people are amazing at it and can keep you in the dark forever. But if you really paid attention and if you really wanted to know, there are always enough signs eventually, maybe not at first, that will clear that up for you, right? If you are the cheater, are you dealing with some personal issues? Like, for example, I know for a lot of guys, it makes a lot of guys feel manly and feel macho, right? And it's always nice getting something new. And, guys want to conquer and feel like they've done this to this many people, whether it's be tough and beat them up, whether it's punk somebody, or whether it's cheat on somebody. Either way, guys like to feel empowered, like they can get over on other people, they can do whatever they want. That's something. If you're with somebody like that, you may not be the problem. The problem may be that this person is dealing with something way deeper than you can ever understand. And maybe you can't save that person. I'm almost sure you cannot save that person. As much as we want to try, or as much as we think this person can change, we can't change anybody if they don't want to change themselves. And if they begin to show the same pattern of behavior over and over, obviously they're not trying to change. Some people cheat because they feel like they deserve to cheat because they're doing everything in the household to maintain the household. When somebody in the household has a job that pays the bills, a pretty good job that pays the bills, and the household income relies on this salary, and this person works hard at their job, and they think they're not getting enough of the appreciation at home, they're going to start going elsewhere where they feel very appreciated. But let me bring something to your attention. The one that's at home with the kids, cooking, cleaning, homeschooling, getting them from point A to point B. That's a lot of work too. And sometimes we think that we're doing more. Or the person at home doing the house chores and taking care of the children thinks they're doing more than the person going to work and coming home and watching TV with their feet up drinking a beer. Everybody is under a lot of pressure. Everybody's trying to make it work. Nobody has it figured out. So if you are the cheater, maybe you should really stop and think about what you're doing, why you're doing it, what's the real issue, and are you not with the person that you want to be with? Is this person not everything that you want? Then there may be something to consider. Or is this person's bad qualities not outweighing the good qualities? Because none of us are perfect. Trust me, if your partner was to make a list about the things they dislike or wasn't so happy about with you, you'd be very surprised, probably very angry. Now you can make a list about them all day and feel like, you're right, but they have a list too. They just are a little bit more passive about it, and they don't make you feel as bad or attack you for it, or go behind your back and do something that they know will hurt you because they have a little bit more patience than you. They have a little bit more consideration. They realize that they have flaws as well, so they are keeping all that in consideration. You should probably stop and think to yourself, are you keeping yourself in check? Every time you see them react a certain way, could it be a reaction to something that you did, that you've done, or that they think you've done? Relationships really need to be open, in conversation. You got to know what the person enjoys physically. You got to know what the person enjoys mentally. You got to know what the person enjoys spiritually. You got to know what kind of activities they enjoy. And you may not agree on everything, but if you care about a person enough, you will go that deep and try to understand their desires, their goals, their aspirations, their deepest pain, what ticks them off, what really gets under their skin, what happened in their childhood that makes them react a certain way to something that you do today. I don't know if we answered the question of why people cheat, but I do hope that we at least have touched on the surfaces to what could be the issue here and what is worth looking at the most and where to start paying attention. If you're in one of these relationships and you're being cheated on, it may be worth bringing it to your partner's attention. But the way you bring it to their attention can determine your safety, right? So do you throw a pot at them or pull out a knife and say, I know you're doing this, and if you don't stop? Or do you say, hey, we've been a little bit more distant, or things haven't really felt the same, and I really miss this, and I don't think it's your fault. I think it's both of our faults. Maybe we can work on it together. I want to be everything to you like you're everything to me. You have to kind of lead into these conversations with more consideration, more poise, and more grace, or they'll turn into fighting battles. Sometimes the person will just blow up anyway, and there's another wide open answer for you if you really pay attention. If you go to somebody and you approach them with something gentle and considerate and not accusing, and they flip out, they blow up, maybe they are hiding something, and maybe they don't know how to handle the pressure or how to communicate with what's going on. So right there, you need to pay attention. Now, I'm not saying leave your partner exactly. What I'm saying is if it's not working for you or if it's hurting you, okay, I understand having kids, but if you're being hurt, your kids are feeling the ripple, the effect, and the echo of your pain. So you're not helping your children by staying in the relationship. You're actually hurting yourself and the children. And what's going to happen probably is they're going to grow up and do what you're doing or what your partner's doing because that's all they know and that's all they've seen. Okay, you can take them out of that and teach them something different. There is love, there is happiness, there are great relationships. No relationship is ever perfect. However, there are great relationships that work smoothly, that communicate, and they figure things out as a couple. Let's end there today. I hope that helps you. I can go on about this topic forever, but I think we got enough stuff covered where you may actually be able to take some of that material and write it down, take a look at it, and deal with the situation accordingly. All right. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you joining me. My Life Unedited, Pablo Malco. Check us out.